Hello everyone, welcome to the exciting episode of Reaching Out to Language Tutors. Today we have Nepali language tutor Barsha Basnet with us. She's a language teacher who has helped many students who wanted to learn Nepali. We will understand her journey so far and we'll know her experiences as a language tutor. Could you please introduce yourself to our viewers?
Thank you. Namaste. I'm Barsha Basnet. Recently, I'm from Kathmandu. So I have been teaching Nepali language since 8 years. So it has been a quite long journey uh, since I have joined this field. So yeah, this is me, Barsha Basnet.
There could have been many career paths in this world. There are literally a lot of things to do. You have chosen to be a language tutor for so long now. So, what do you think have motivated you to be a language tutor?
Uh, it's a quite challenging question. So there are a lot of motivation behind starting this journey. But the important one is, everyone knows Mount Everest, but they don't know Nepal, right? So they know Mount Everest, the highest peak of the world. But talking about Nepal, where is it? Is there a country such Nepal? So since then, back to like 8 years back, when I started teaching language, I started with some Chinese people, and when I talked with them, they told me that like before coming to Nepal, they have no idea about Nepal. Even China is our neighboring country. They don't have the idea of Nepal. So my purpose of teaching language is to introduce Nepali language in the world so that they will know there is a country, Nepal, and Mount Everest lies in Nepal. And our language, the language of Mount Everest is Nepali.
It really inspired me as well. So, but no matter where we go, we have many challenges in our lives. Many of us want to do something in our life, but we give up so quickly when we have some challenges. Did anything challenge you while being a language teacher? And how did you manage those challenges?
When I started, I was very young. I had just passed my high school. So when I was involved in language teaching in the language center, so there was many language teacher who came from Darjeeling. So they used to teach Nepali language coming up here in Nepal. And then when I started, I was very young and they didn't believe me like, oh, 18 years old girl, can she teach the Nepali language? Like she doesn't have so much idea on language tutor. And that was first challenging part for me because I started this. And second challenging thing was since even many Nepalese people don't speak pure Nepali, right? So it was very hard to convince the student that you should learn the grammar, you should learn the structure. I always motivate them. First, you can learn the right way, then you will be able to understand the wrong way, like the slang way Nepalese people speak. So it was very difficult for me to convince them that you need to follow a lot of grammar structure. Even you can see in my YouTube where I have uploaded a video of very simple quickly spoken videos, the views has high. But when I started teaching the grammar, the views started getting less and less because people don't have idea about how the Nepali grammar works. So that is another one challenging part. And the third challenging part is since Nepali language is a mixture of many languages, some words are from English, some words are from Sanskrit, some words are from Hindi. And it is very challenging because there are a lot of synonyms in Nepali language. And they also say me which is the mostly used because I cannot say which is the mostly used one. Every synonyms are equally important. So that is another challenge is where it lies. Since in Nepal, I'm pursuing MBA. So my background is very diversified background. I have done BSc in chemistry, and then I did my bachelor's in education. Now I'm pursuing MBA in Tribhuvan University. So since my background is very diversified, every people ask me, you have a very diversified background, and now you are in language teaching. So you can pursue a job in bank, you can pursue a job in big organizations. So why bother teaching Nepali language, the language which even we don't know, like even Nepalese people, there are 8 subjects in the school and only one subject is Nepali language. So everybody asks me, what is so special about Nepali language? Why do you want to teach? Why foreigners want to learn? And as I said, it's my passion, it's my hobby, so I want to teach. So that is one disadvantage, because people don't recognize language tutor as like very difficult and challenging job. They don't recognize this job. And advantage is that, yes, I can meet a lot of people from the world sitting in my room, sitting in my office, and that's like advantage. And I think that is the best advantage and motivation that is still letting me continue in this job.
That's great, and I hope by listening your words, many of the language tutor will also get motivated to start teaching their own language or even Nepali as well. So I'm just curious, as if apart from your regular work, what are your hobbies? As you have a diversified profile, you engage with chemistry as well, and now you are pursuing MBA. So what are your hobbies, and what do you do when you are free?
So recently, my all schedule is packed with different classes. So the particular, I think teaching has been one of my hobbies. So apart from reading books and going to my university lectures, yeah, teaching the Nepali language and teaching there. And also another one thing, like a lot of people wants to visit Nepal after the pandemic happened. Like many people got to know about the Nepal, and to make them know more about Nepal has been my new hobby recently.
That's great. And so, while we begin to learn new languages, our second language or even the third language, we face many difficulties in that, and it is very hard for us to learn a new language. So, what are your top tips for those who want to learn a new language?
Learning language is like becoming a baby once again, because when we are a baby we learn how to speak, how to write, how to read slowly and slowly. So learning a language is becoming baby once again. And to learn a language first, I think the foremost important thing is you need to be ready to accept the changes, accept the challenges that comes throughout the learning. So it's not about there is this rule in the English, so why bother about learning this in Nepali? No, every language is equally important. And for learning the language, I think you should think like the language you are learning. For example, if you are learning Nepali, your thinking should be like a Nepali person. If you think like an American person and learn Nepali language, that will never work out. Like that will not improve your language. So you need to think like the nationality, or you need to think like the people of that country to learn a new language.
Learning a new language, before learning a new language, we should first learn about their culture as well. We need to have their culture in our mind, and then only we will be able to learn a new language. So that is it. So I think this will help a lot of our viewers to pursue their journey with language tutoring and to learn new language as well. So we are very thankful for your precious time, and we wish you all the best for your upcoming lives and good luck ahead. Thank you so much for being here with us.
Thank you, Manis. Thank you, everyone.